The air shimmered as the transport shuttle descended toward the storm planet, its floating land masses drifting lazily through the clouds. The atmosphere crackled with energy, violet lightning arcing between floating islands, illuminating the thick orange mist below. Jake gripped the edge of the shuttle's ramp, staring at the alien landscape in awe.
Jake.
So, how exactly do we gather ingredients here without getting electrocuted? Kess smirked and tossed Jake a lightweight harness, securing one around himself. A coiled rope rested on his hip.
Kess.
Simple. We don't touch the ground. Before Jake could protest, Kess activated his boots. Small thrusters ignited, allowing him to hop effortlessly onto a floating rock. Jake swallowed his nerves and followed, feeling the strange, low gravity of the planet as he leapt. They moved from island to island, Kess scanning the terrain with practiced ease. Glowing fungi clung to the underside of the floating masses, shifting colors when touched. Kess plucked a few, storing them in a sealed container.
Jake.
This is unreal. Kess, where are you from? How do you end up on this transport shuttle? Kess paused, his gaze shifting to the horizon.
Kess.
My home? A planet called Zereth. Harsh land, but it made us strong. I was the best gatherer in my sector, fastest, sharpest eye for quality. One day, the captain and head chef came looking for a specialist. Someone who could find rare ingredients no one else could. Jake raised an eyebrow.
Jake.
They just showed up and recruited you? Kess chuckled.
Kess.
Not exactly. I knew the head chef. Everyone in the culinary world did. His name is Torvax Venn. He was the runner-up in the last Uni-Chef championship. A legend. And if the runner-up is that good, imagine the fame of the winner's team. Jake's mind reeled at the idea.
Jake.
So, you joined up to chase that title? Kess nodded.
Kess.
Ambition drives the best chefs. This is the path I chose. They continued gathering, harvesting floating pods filled with sweet, glowing nectar, slicing thin tendrils from the roots of skydrifting plants. At one point, Kess used his rope to snare a small, hovering creature that exhaled a fine mist smelling of citrus and salt. He released it after harvesting a few of the floating pollen sacs along its back. As they worked, Jake frowned.
Jake.
Wait, does everyone on the main ship speak English? Kess laughed loudly.
Kess. No.
I speak Zerathian. Jake blinked in confusion.
Jake.
Then how do I understand you? Kess tossed a container to Jake and smirked. Kess. When you were first brought on board, they sprayed you with a mist. It contains microscopic organisms, translators in a way. They live in your system and interpret any galactic language into something your brain can understand. Jake's eyes widened.
Jake.
That's insane. So, I've just got tiny alien microbes living in me? Kess shrugged.
Kess.
They do more than that. These microorganisms also adjust your body to different planetary conditions. If a planet has no oxygen or too much, they help regulate your breathing. If there's something toxic in the air, they filter it out. Without them, you wouldn't last 5 minutes on most of the worlds we visit. Jake let that sink in as they moved deeper into the floating wilderness, the storm planet revealing more of its hidden delicacies. He wasn't just learning how to cook, he was stepping into a world of flavors beyond anything Earth had ever known. And tomorrow, he would cook with them.